village.
Good afternoon. This is the 5FM Radio News. The headlines. Police probe suspected murder of 2-year-old in Serenge. ZAM raises concern over Nulo amid high production costs. And deadly border fighting breaks out between Pakistan and Afghanistan. This bulletin is live on our YouTube channel, 5FM Radio Zambia, and live on our Facebook page, 5FM Radio Zambia. With the details, my name is Lance Sannie. The Zambia Police Service has launched investigations into a suspected murder of a 2-year-old child in Chibombo area, Serenge district. Police received the report on November 5th, 2025, around 09 hours from the mother, Evelyn Kunda Chibuye, aged 30, who informed officers that her son, Robert Ntembwa, had been dead under unknown circumstances. In a statement, Police Public Relations Officer Godfrey Chilavi said the incident is believed to have occurred between December 4th, 2025, around 7 hours, and December 5th, 2025, around 06 hours. Mr. Chilavi stated that preliminary investigations reveal that the child, who had a physical condition that rendered him unable to walk, was left in the care of his 5-year-old sister while the mother went to her maize field. Upon her return, she could not locate the child. Search. He was found dead the following morning on the bank of a nearby stream. Police visited the scene and found the body with multiple facial bruises and visible bleeding from both eyes. The body has since been deposited at Serenge District Hospital mortuary awaiting postmortems. Investigations are ongoing. The Zambia Association of Manufacturers (ZAM) has expressed concern over a newly introduced law that comes at a time when the manufacturing sector is already grappling with high production costs driven by the ongoing energy crisis. Newly elected ZAM President Mohamed Umar said the association has taken note of the recently enacted Customs and Excise Suspension Manufacturing Inputs Amendment Regulations 2025, statutory number 76 of 2025, which revises the 2020 regulations governing duty suspension on manufacturing inputs. Mr. Umar acknowledged that government's continued efforts to review and align fiscal policies with national development objectives. However, he raised serious concerns about the amendment under Regulation 3, which now limits the suspension of duty to only 50% of the applicable customs tariff rate for manufacturing inputs used in locally produced goods. He noted that the amendment has been introduced at a difficult time rather for the sector, which is still contending with elevated production costs as a result of the energy crisis. Mr. Umar explained that many manufacturers rely heavily on imported inputs due to technical constraints and limited capacity within domestic supply chains. Despite these concerns, Mr. Umar reaffirmed Zambia's commitment to working collaboratively with the government to build a resilient, competitive manufacturing sector that plays a central role in Zambia's economic transformation. He added that the association stands ready for constructive dialogue aimed at finding solutions that support both national revenue goals and the sustainability of local industry. ZCCM Investments Holdings PLC has underscored the crucial role of the media in shaping public understanding of Zambia's economic landscape, particularly in the mining and the energy sectors. Speaking during a media training workshop, ZCCMI Chief Executive Officer Kakenenwa Muyangwa, said accurate and insightful reporting on the mining and energy industries is not only vital for strengthening the capital markets, but also essential in fostering informed national dialogue. In a speech delivered on his behalf by ZCCMIH Company Secretary Charles Mjupi, Mr. Myangwa said the training reflects the company's strategic commitment to enhancing collaboration with the media. He explained that the initiative is part of a broader effort to build capacity and enhance technical expertise among journalists reporting on financial markets, mining, energy developments, and related issues. Mr. Myangwa noted that the training marks the first in a series of programs aimed at promoting precise, responsible, and fact based reporting for the benefit of the public. He added that ZCCMIH and the media share a common goal, ensuring coverage that is rooted in clarity, accuracy, and the necessary depth to inform and empower citizens. The Zambia Correctional Service (ZCS) has launched the National Campaign for Healthy Minds and Safe Communities, a countrywide initiative aimed at improving mental wellness among both correctional officers and inmates. Speaking during the launch in Lusaka, ZCS Deputy Commissioner General Bwalia Kuyomba expressed concern over the rising mental health burden in correctional facilities. Mr. Kuyomba revealed that the situation has become alarming, noting that ZCS recorded 388 mental health cases among inmates between 2023 and 2024. The figure increased to 531 in the 2024-2025 period. He said these are not just statistics, they are human lives that require urgent intervention. He further announced a national call against substance abuse, highlighting alcohol dependency, stress related drinking, and burnout as emerging threats affecting both inmates and officers. Mr. Kuyomba reaffirmed the service's commitment to the Mental Health Act of 2019, which guarantees accessible and continuous mental health care across the country. At the same event, Commissioner of Corrections and Extension Services, Ms. Namata Muyobelo, underscored the shared responsibility in promoting wellness within correctional environments. Meanwhile, Uwumi Prison Initiative Country Coordinator Ms. Lena Kresojevic praised the strong collaboration with ZCS, noting that it continues to deliver tangible benefits to inmates and officers alike. Social economist Kelvin Sanga has raised concern over increasing payments to farmers who supplied maize to the Food Reserve Agency (FRA), saying some smallholder farmers are still waiting for compensation from as far back as the previous farming season. Speaking in an interview with 5FM, Mr. Sanga said the prolonged delays have left many small-scale maize farmers in severe financial distress, threatening both the country's agricultural economy and national food security. He explained that farmers are now facing acute cash flow constraints, forcing many to sell their produce at heavily discounted prices to informal traders. According to Mr. Tsanga, this is undermining government's efforts to stabilize maize markets and ensure fair pricing for producers. The Economist warned that the late payments represent a serious structural risk to Zambia's agriculture sector. He said smallholder farmers operate with very tight liquidity cycles, making timely cash inflows critical for purchasing farming inputs, paying for labor, and supporting household needs. Mr. Tsanga added that the continued delays have eroded trust in the formal market system, discouraging farmers from supplying their maize to structured markets and weakening the overall agricultural value chain.
Obviously, the context is that the delayed payments are crippling the small farmer holders in the case that we are not having to see them having immediate cash to flow into the aspect of funding inputs. And when you look at the aspect of labor, school fees, household needs. Basically, all these are cascading elements that will be able to have effects. And what we see basically working out is that the late payout pushes them into extreme debt.
And in other news trending this afternoon, governance activist Sam Zulu warns that Parliament is passing a law that may be challenged again before the courts, potentially wasting legislative time. Award-winning agri-entrepreneur Zindaba Hanzala says raising awareness on sustainable and economically viable farming practices is essential to empowering rural women across the country. And in foreign news, border clashes have erupted again between Pakistan and Afghanistan's Taliban forces, with each side accusing the other of breaking a fragile ceasefire. Residents fled the Afghan city of Spin Bodak overnight, which lies along the 1,600-mile border between the two countries. A medical worker in the nearby city of Kandahar told BBC Pashto that four bodies had been brought to a local hospital. Four other people were wounded. Three were reportedly wounded in Pakistan. There has been sporadic fighting between the two countries in recent months, while Afghanistan's Taliban government has also accused Pakistan of carrying out airstrikes inside the country. And in sports news, Zambia and the 15 boys and girls have qualified for the semi-finals of the CAF African Schools Football Championship, COSAFA Qualifier South Africa 2025. Both teams advanced after recording a pair of wins against Comoros at the Ides Valley Sports Complex in Stellenbosch this morning. The girls cruised past Comoros with a cricket scoreline of 11-0 on pitch 1 and will now meet Malawi in the semi-finals this afternoon. Sandra Mtale and Hilda Kangwa both netted a hat-trick, while Wanganji Nampemba, Christine Mwale, Ida Lungu, Justina Chisanga, and Jen Mwitwa each scored a goal. On pitch 2, the Zambia under 15 boys whitewashed the island nation with a 6-0 goal gala. A hat trick from Maxim Simuko, a brace from captain Charles Sitali, and a goal from my coach Linda sealed Zambia's date with Malawi at 15 hours rather, this afternoon. And now the weather.
Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ Roofing, plot 17100 off Katanga Road, 150 meters from Mumbwa Road, Chinika Industrial Area, Lusaka. Class Econ Roofing. Class plus economy. Class Econ. Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ.
Northwestern, Western, and Lusaka provinces, including the western parts of southern province, mainly cloudy with showers and thunderstorms. Maximum temperature is ranging from 27 degrees to 35 degrees Celsius. The evening will be mainly cloudy, slightly windy, and mild with a chance of rain and thunder. Copperbelt, Central, Luapula, Northern, Muchinga, and Eastern provinces, including the eastern parts of Southern province, mainly cloudy and with showers and thunderstorms. Maximum temperature is ranging from 27 to 36 degrees Celsius. The evening will be partly cloudy, slightly windy, and warm with a chance of isolated rain. Ends our weather report, and that item brings us to the end of the news part. Before we go, a recap of the stories that made headlines.